Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Before we get started, if you could please hit the subscribe button. Here are the games coming to March 10th, 2020. The first game on our list is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This is coming out on Xbox One and PC. The rating is everyone. The concepts are mild fantasy violence. This is an action platformer in which players help a forest spirit stop an evil force from corrupting the forest. From a side-scrolling perspective, players traverse platform environments, solve puzzles, and use various weapons and abilities to defeat enemy creatures and boss characters. Enemies disappear amidst puffs of smoke and flashes of light when defeated. The next game we're going to take a look at is My Hero 1's Justice 2. This is coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. The rating is teen. The concepts are blood, language, suggestive themes, use of alcohol and tobacco, and violence. This is a fighting game based on the anime and manga My Hero Academia, in which players assume the role of fighters with superpowers called quirks. Players engage in one-on-one battles of strength as they punch and kick each other in frantic combat. Players use knives, swords, and elemental attacks to defeat opponents. Combat is highlighted by explosion, cries of pain, and blood spurts. Blood also appears in still images and cutscenes on characters' faces and on walls. Some characters wear low-cut clothing that reveal large amounts of cleavage and breasts. One character can trigger a special move that begins with the camera zooming in on her buttocks and breast. A villain is shown multiple times smoking a cigar. Another character is depicted upside down and drunk, slurring his speech. Swear words appear in the dialogue. And the last game on today's list is Nioh 2. This is coming on PlayStation 4. The rating is mature. Concepts are blood and gore, suggestive themes, and violence. This is an action role-playing game in which players assume the role of a half-human, half-supernatural samurai that battles enemies during the Shogun era Japan. From a third-person perspective, players use katanas, axes, spears, bows, and rifles to kill various enemies in melee combat. Some battles are frantic and highlighted by cries of pain and large blood splatter effects. Human enemies can also be decapitated or dismembered during battle. One weapon allows players to trigger a suicide event. Cutscenes sometimes depict soldiers impaled by spears. One cutscene depicts a player stabbed by the spear with a first-person perspective. The game contains suggestive material: a female serpent demon with partially exposed breasts, a woman/cat-like demon with deep cleavage.
Big shout out to bensound.com for the music. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or comments to parentsg2g@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.